Okay, we're going to start a quick sew pattern for a hoodie. As you can see, we've got two choices. We've got the one with the hood and with the pockets and with the drawstring. You've also got a choice of whether you're going to do a ribbing like this or not. Then you have a choice of doing just a sweatshirt without the hood, without the pocket, and the ribbing at the sleeves and the waistband, or a combination. I'm going to show you how to make this pattern without the ribbing, with the pocket, and with the hood, and I can help you if you want to do the ribbing or leave out some of the extra pieces. First things first, we have to figure out which view we're going to do. So in this case, if you can see the B here, we're going to do view B. Every pattern always comes with a set of instructions. These are the instructions. Now, we need to look at view B, which is this one here. The first thing we need to know is how to lay the material out and how to lay the pattern pieces out. You can see that there are two different views, one for an extra small small and one for a medium large and extra large. I'm going to do an extra small setup, so this is the one I'll be concentrating on. Remember, salvage edges here are the finished edges of the material that are produced at the factory when the material is made. We want to make sure that we lay those out properly. So you can see where they've folded the material in and folded the material in, so that we have two folds, and we'll cut these two pieces out. Then we'll take the material and fold it in half in a standard way, and we'll lay these three pattern pieces out and then cut those out. We have several pattern pieces that we're going to use, and I've made an adjustment, and as you can see, this is an extra small because they were adult men's sizes and I wanted to have some smaller sizes. The first thing we need to decide is what you're going to make. So since I've decided that I'm going to make a hoodie with a hood and pockets, I have to make sure that I have all the correct pattern pieces with the names on them that coordinate. They also have to have the same sizes so that I'm not making, say, a sleeve that's in the wrong size, so it wouldn't fit with the extra small for the front and the back. So when we're looking at the pattern pieces, we need number 1, the front, number 2, the back, number 3, the sleeve. We need a number 7 for the hood and a number 8 for the pocket. And as you can see, that's exactly what's in view B. So now that I've got all the pieces for the pattern that I need, now I'm going to start folding the material the way they suggest. So the beginning, I'm going to do this. I'm going to lay out piece number 1 and piece number 2. Understand that we're going to put it on the fold because this is only half of the front and half of the back. If we put it on the fold, when we cut it out, we get a mirror image on the other side and it becomes one bigger piece. Okay, so I've folded the material the way it said, and I've put a piece of white underneath in the middle so you can see where those are the salvage edges, and you can see that the folds are on either side, just like the picture. One fold, the two salvage edges, and the other fold. That's going to make it easier now to lay out the pattern pieces correctly. Now you can see that I've lined up the two pattern pieces on either side so that they can coincide with the folds. Now I'll put weights down and trace those two patterns so that then I can pin them and I can cut the rest of the material away so I can continue cutting out the rest of the pattern pieces. As you can see, I'm not going to waste very much material. I'm going to line it as close up to the edge and make sure that both pieces of material are there so that I'm not only cutting through one piece. I have my weight on my pattern so that it doesn't move. Now I'm going to use a chalk line and I'm going to trace the pattern all the way around. So that when I take a look, I can see the line that I'm going to be cutting. And I'll do that all the way around both pieces. I have both pattern pieces traced now, so now I can take the weights off and the pattern off, and I won't need these again, so I can set them aside. In order to be able to cut properly, I need to pin first. When you're pinning, you need to make sure that you are going diagonally in the corners, and you go through both pieces of material, and you make sure that the top is not moving away from the bottom. You need to make sure that you've got both pinned together. That keeps it nice and secure. Since I'm going to cut on this line, I don't want my pins to cross the line, or I have twice as much work to do, because I'll have to move the pins before I can cut. Once I have both pattern pieces pinned, I can cut. Now you're going to make sure that you cut the other piece, and we can set those aside.